Hey. So, we need to talk about this YouTube channel. Let's just get this out of the way now. Do not worry, I am not quitting YouTube. I still have hundreds of videos I really want to make. This is not what this video is about. This is about the way I'm gonna be making these YouTube videos from now on. Because something has changed within me. Something is not the same. So yeah, something has actually changed about the way I think and the way I approach videos. And this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while because it has been happening gradually over the past year. So I will explain. By the way, little Ethne will just be running around and giving some visual aid, and because I'm a gotcha kid at heart and I think it's more visually interesting, so yeah, run along. So if you have looked at my YouTube channel over the past year, you've probably noticed that I've been uploading more infrequently, and there is a good reason for that. So I have shared this before, but I recently became a graphic design major at a university, which basically means I am making art projects non-stop, which, do not get me wrong, that is not a bad thing. I love making creative stuff. That's basically what this entire YouTube channel is for. But when you're spending all day at school making art, I don't really feel like coming home and making more art. And yes, I know there is a big difference between art you make for a school project and art you make just for your own personal creative expression, but I am a human with a limited amount of creative energy, and that can only go so far. And yes, I know not everything I do on this channel is strictly art related, but some of the stuff I've had to do for my classes includes stuff I do on this channel, like audio and video editing, or editing in a drawing software, which means I have even less of a desire to go home and just continue the same stuff I was doing at school. Now, me stopping making YouTube videos because of school is nothing new. If you have been here for any amount of time, you know I love giving updates and just letting you guys know where I'm at in the community posts. But the way I'm going to be approaching things in the future is going to be a lot different than I have in the past. This is the part of the video where I talk about my mental health. If you don't really care about that, skip to the end of the video. But yeah, here we go, we're going to dive in. Now, considering how chaotic 2025 was in general, just for most people, somehow, I don't know how, my 2025 was chill. I mean, compared to most years of my life, 2025 was one of the chillest years I've ever had. Which, granted, I'm only 20 years old, but still, it should probably not have been as chill as it was. But it was, and I consider that to be a blessing. And because 2025 was so chill, it was the first year in my life where I felt like I could slow down and figure out how to be an adult. Because ever since I turned 18, and even before that, I felt like everything was non-stop. It was insanely stressful. And it wasn't just because of me becoming an adult and doing all the things that entails, or even me graduating from high school and moving on to university. But it was also because I put so much pressure on myself. Not just for those things, but also to get YouTube videos done in a timely manner, which I don't know how I did that, considering I did so much extracurricular stuff in high school and I've done barely any in college. But I did, and my mental health wasn't doing great during those years. 2025, I finally pulled back the reins and said, hey, let's just figure out how to be an adult. And because nothing really external happened either, I had the time to figure that out. I'm not going to go into detail too much, but I did try new things. I tried new exercises. I tried new routines. I've tried new habits that I've now implemented into my daily life. I'm going to be honest, my mental health has honestly been the best it's been since elementary school. Because I finally took the time to reel everything back and say, hey, let's be realistic and figure things out. And one of the things I figured out was setting boundaries for myself. Not just boundaries for other people, but specifically being like, hey, stop, take a chill pill. One of the things that I've had to stop was pushing myself to make YouTube videos. Because once again, I love making YouTube videos. I have hundreds of ideas. But the thing is, these videos take time and effort to make. And sometimes I just don't have the time and I really don't have the effort to make them. I've just had to cut making YouTube videos out of my life until I have the time to make them. And even though this channel's viewership has definitely suffered for it, my mental health hasn't, which I think is more important. So, what does all that mean for this YouTube channel? Well, I don't expect things to change too much, other than the fact that I will be taking things very slowly from now on. I will be less harsher with myself on deadlines, and I'll just go with the flow. It also means I'm going to try and give less updates in the community posts. By the way, if I make a community post in the future that's along the lines of, hey, sorry, this video's not done, please tell me not to do that unless I have something to show for it, because that just has not helped anything. So other than me taking things slow, there are a few other things I wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure most people don't care about this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I'm skipping Shippuary this year because I just don't feel like doing it this year. Like, don't get me wrong, I love drawing romantic ships, but I don't really feel like drawing 29 different ships that are not the almost 60 ships I've drawn before. I still haven't recovered from Inktober. I haven't even made the video for that yet, dang. So I feel like it's best if I skip it this year. I'll still probably draw a bunch of romantic stuff for Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna skip Shippuary this year. And then, normally I don't like giving y'all a list. I make multiple lists for myself of what YouTube videos I want to make in what order, but I don't like announcing it publicly because then I will hold myself to a rigid deadline. But I've had this list in the back of my head for months now, so I feel like it's safe to share it with y'all. I dropped my pen. So after this update video, I'm going to be making a birthday video for Fukase's 10th anniversary. Then I'll try and get the Inktober video done. That was recorded back in December. Fun fact, I filmed that video the same day as the Digital Circus reaction video. I had work that afternoon, but I was free that morning, so I just went ahead and filmed the Inktober video. And then after Inktober, I'll probably do something for Valentine's Day. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Valentine's Day, but I like singing sappy romantic songs, so it could be anything. And then after that, expect a bunch of stuff from Wicked and Has Been, because even though it's been a few months, I still have plenty of ideas for those two, and plenty of cover ideas as well. So I'll be working on that. I also got to sing for a Has Been cover collab, and I'm really excited for that to come out. I will drop a link and put it in my community post when that eventually comes out. Hi, Editing Ethne here. This video was recorded a week ago and I have not had time to edit it for literally every single reason listed in this video, which is really ironic. But anyway, a quick change of video plans. So in a few weeks, I will be watching my first ever high production musical. Which musical it is, I'm not going to tell you to keep it a surprise. But I really want to cover a song for that musical. So instead of Fukase birthday and then the Inktober video, what I'm going to do instead is make the Fukase video, make the musical cover, make something for Valentine's Day, and then make Inktober, and then do all the Has Been and Wicked stuff I've been wanting to do for the past few months. Also, I've decided for Valentine's Day that I want to do a Vocaloid song of some kind. So that's 2 Vocaloid songs, and then a bunch of musical theater stuff for the next few months. So, Vocaloid fans and theater kids, prepare thy hearts and thy ears. So, yeah, that's about it. once again, thank you all so much for your support, and thanks for 1,500 subscribers. I have an idea to celebrate that, and I will probably make it in the future. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing 2026, and God bless y'all. And so, bye.